Nox here.
Hello, hello.
Oh,
Oh,
welcome.
sorry. I am sorry, Nox. Continue.
Hello, you guys. Welcome back. I'm Nox.
Hello, I am the interrupter, Hemera.
Welcome back to the next episode of Nox and Hemera. I'm glad you. It's nice to hear that you came to the next episode.
Yeah, thank you for returning. Or this is your first episode and you didn't see the last one. Go look at all the self promo. Oh,
Check out the other one. It's
uh-huh.
really scuffed, but me
It
and
shows our insides, you know.
me and Herma worked hard on it. Well, worked as
Hmm.
much as we wanted to work on it.
Yeah. If we missed anything, go discuss over there. Yeah, but anyways, as we probably, if you saw the last episode, we discussed that this podcast just talks about random stuff. So if we talk about unsolved stuff, we will. If we don't, we'll just probably get an episode like this. But in this episode, we will discuss
Food.
food, our favorite subject.
Yeah, yeah, no, I love fucking food. Not fucking food, but I just like eating food.
Oh, right into the curse word. Okay.
Woo!
Woo! Yeah. So with food, we tend to be in like a more like cultural area, so there's a lot of like different types of food we have here. Luckily enough,
We get a variety of food. We don't just got one thing.
we got variety. I feel like that's something like most people from small towns or like not inclusive cities will probably struggle with. It's just like they don't have like a different variety of food, so sometimes they stay with like the same thing.
It happens. I think like I felt like that before I met you because like I just stuck to the normal like one place that I was very used to, and you're the reason why I started eating out to other places.
Oh,
I mean, you also kind of dragged me places to like, hey, let's try out this new place. It looks really cool.
yeah. I just enjoy food. I've always been a lover of food, and so I just wanted to go any place that like had good food. I love sushi, so I used to drag Knox to sushi places, even though um they hate seafood.
I don't hate seafood. I just don't like raw seafood.
Ah,
I'm not that much of a raw person for seafood. Like the raw food in general just doesn't work well with me because I tend to I'm very pick
weak.
1 week, but like I'm very picky because I tend to get sick very easily
Hmm.
by food, and if it's not cooked properly, I could get sick very quickly, which has been caused by a lot of things. Raw chicken for the most common. Surprisingly, I
Yeah.
feel like it shouldn't be that hard to cook chicken properly, but people have proven me wrong.
You never
Very,
know, man.
yeah, never know. You know, in a professional place, you don't think that they'd mess up cooking. But yeah, no, it went to a place catering one time and they had raw chicken before, and we had to bring it up, and then
they,
it
they had
was
they had one job.
yeah, cook. They didn't do it.
They didn't even cook it. Although I feel like chicken is one of those things that you can't half-ass with. It's like fear salmonella, but like with steak, you can like kind of half-ass it. Just like you can cook it more, and now it's fully done. But like
There's also different ways to like it's like rare, medium rare. Um, what?
you can't medium rare chicken.
Yeah, you can't. Another thing is every time I talk to about meat with friends, they tell me well done is the killer of steaks, and it's pretty funny to hear that because it's just like, oh yeah, oh well, rip.
Yeah, I sometimes I like to joke with my parental figures and say, "Well done" is the killer. Because I enjoy a medium rare. I gotten into it. I enjoy the juice. Considering you don't like things raw.
I am a well done person. I can, depending on where I go or who I'm with, I will eat medium rare because it's like, oh, I trust it, and I have actually eaten raw meat before and not gotten sick.
You got
Props.
into tartar?
I have eaten meat tartare from class before by my teacher, who was very persistent on making me eat it. It was like, you at least have to try it once in your life, and I did. And I can 100% say I do not ever want to eat it again. And it was the weirdest experience of my life. It was very lemony with how we made it.
Lemony.
But like it was still in the great. It was still pretty great. Wouldn't do it again though.
Okay, let's talk about different cultured foods because we oh, I'm revealing myself right now, but we are both Mexican, and so
Right,
there's
give
a
us out like that really easily. I'm just kidding. Um,
yeah, but we are the Mexicans, and so Mexico has a lot of great variety of foods. But I like to bully Nox here because they don't like frijoles. You traitor,
I don't like beans. I will never like beans. It just feels
traitor.
gross to me. Um, but I do like a lot of other food. I like Asian food a lot. Um,
Me too.
it's
Yeah,
very nice.
I feel it's like sorry for interrupting you, but like I
You're
feel like it's
fine.
something funny, especially in I don't know, something American, not just American, in Mexican households. If you like Asian food, they say it's a funny thing. My parental figures say it's like they say, "Why aren't you Asian if you love the food so much?"
My family just likes that I just eat different things. But they do call me like less Mexican for not eating beans. Um,
I also call you that.
Um, it's a funny joke in my house. I'm the least Mexican for food, but everything else I'm pretty much Mexican.
Yeah. What is your favorite Mexican dish, by the way?
Um, I like eating tacos with from cow tongue with cow tongue.
Ooh,
Cow
that's also
tongues.
my favorite.
That or I don't. It's just other food that my grandma maybe tamales. Um, just tamales and cow
Classic.
tongue. Yeah, those two are like good ones to eat at my house. We
You
always
like
make.
menudo?
Not really. I don't really. I know another friend of ours that does. It's you know him already. He comes over a lot. Well,
Yeah,
yeah, he likes
yeah.
eating my
Essence
family's
subtle.
food.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
I know which one.
yeah
And
no.
it's
I sent a message to Harma
that
about
subtle
which one.
slide of note. Yeah, but like also another one of our favorite foods. We always go out and get it, and I feel like we need to expand because we always get this is
It,
pho.
I love pho, and I love it at the one place we go. It's so
Yeah, always
great.
the same place. We have not expanded to other varieties. It's always this one.
You haven't. I have. I've been going to this one Japanese place. It's a
Ah.
really nice place. I love getting their food. It just feels really nice. They recently opened up after the pandemic,
Oh, great timing.
and they're right like in the area from the freeway.
Oh yeah, I know which
So like once
area.
you come in, it's their place and right next to a Jack in the Box. So it's pretty funny. But I didn't. I really wanted to try the food there because like for a while I saw their building being built for the longest time, and I was just like, oh, I wonder what it's gonna be. And then I saw what it was. I was like, I really want to go there. And I've tried their food multiple times. I would always, if I have the chance, I will always go stop by and pick up food from there because their food is really
Ooh.
great. It's really nice. It's pretty healthy, and I'd always recommend it. I'll tell you it
Okay.
after this, like where it is. You
Yeah,
probably
okay.
know where it is.
I probably do, but if I would like if you tell me like the description of like where it was, because I feel like I know what it is, but I haven't visited yet.
Yeah,
And so maybe next time when we go out, we could probably go eat there.
I will always say, try new foods. It's pretty great.
Yeah. Even if you are a picky eater, sometimes there you'd be surprised in a food you like. Hey, 'cause it's just an experience in itself to try different cultures and experience like what these people also grew up, and also like different cultures with Vietnamese culture. They got a lot of influence from the French because they were conquered, but you
Yeah.
know, imperialism. And so they got influences, and there's like one of my favorite sandwiches is the banh mi, which is a Vietnamese sandwich, but they use a baguette. He goes, the French love their baguette, and so they brought it, and they still use it to this day. He goes, you kind of get influences,
Mhm.
so in Vietnamese history, depending on the location in Vietnam you get from northern to south, you get different types of pho.
Oh. Huh.
Yeah, because it became a really interesting thing with the north and south where they separate there. Where the south is more commonly known to like the west, which is the more flavorful type of pho, where you put a lot of like other flavors inside, or you can put little other condiments to like add more stuff. While a more northern type of pho is more like clean done, where you don't really add condiments there. It's just like nice broth, not much else. And obviously the other condiments, like, the noodles, the meat, all of that. But you don't really add like different sauces in there.
Mhm. Note to people who are actually listening. I'm not still sick. I am sick at the moment. I have a bad headache, and I have just been with a fever for the past few days, and it has not been
Hmm.
great. Um,
Yeah.
like I said,
Make sure you drink your fluids, as
it,
I always said to you.
that's a reminder. Always drink water.
Yes.
If you're
Even
listening
if
to
you're
this,
aquaphobic.
aquaphobic. What's aquaphobic?
Yeah.
Are people just like,
Aquaphobic are people who just hate water.
why do you hate water? It's something you
They just
need.
hate water. They say it tastes slimy.
What do you?
I don't.
What makes what? Okay, another thing about food. As we're on this topic, what
Okay.
makes water slimy? That
I
what
don't know.
kind
I
of
was
water?
reading.
What water are you drinking makes it slimy? Where is the consistency that makes it slimy? We're on this topic of food. Water is still in that category. What makes it slimy?
I don't know. Okay, I was reading this article about aquaphobes, who are people. Typically, aquaphobes are tend to be cells who are naturally detracted from water, but they call these people aquaphobes, hey, because they just hate water. Like there's the people you joke about trying to force them to drink a water bottle. No, they just hate water. Like they won't even like drink water if it has like a lime in there. In those places they put a lime in your drink. No, they won't drink it because it's still water. They
That's
drink soda and like all other stuff.
That's not gonna be. I mean, like, I guess Coke does have like water in it, and that's what people drink in other places. Fun fact. Um, but like, you can't just not go by without drinking water. You know.
Yeah, it is in our natural system to like necessarily need to drink water, but like these people will go so much to not drink water that they go to the hospital because how dehydrated they are.
That is not good. You gotta drink water, man.
Yeah, and so like I was reading this thing and I'm like so profoundly confused because like as a non-aquaphobe, I enjoy
Oh
water.
my god.
I have to establish this. It's just I enjoy water, especially when you do a lot of exercise and you take a little swig of that cold water. That's the
They
best
don't
moment
like
to take
even
water.
swimming in water. Do they not
I,
like?
I think they like swimming. I don't think they like consuming water.
If you're an aquaphobe, can you tell me if you like swimming? I need to know this. If you do you like swimming and just not like water to be in your system?
Do you dislike when water goes in your ears that much?
I am the genuine curiosity. When did you start not liking water? Was it like from a young age, or like did just one day you wake up and be like, I don't really like water. It's pretty slimy.
It's like one of them described it as slimy, and I was like very confused. I'm like, what water are you having?
I
I
don't.
understand if you dislike Arrowhead.
Yeah. Arrowhead is just the most disliked. What is the most disliked? What this is going to a rant about water.
Okay, we're googling this. What is the most dislike? I say Arrowhead because I hate Arrowhead. We sound so pretentious. Okay, I dislike Arrowhead. Like, it's just profound to me of
People
how you
don't
can
like the
dis.
Dasani either.
I never had Dasani, so I can't
I
judge.
I drink Dasani because my mom brings that from work sometimes,
Ah,
and it's just like water. If it's a really hot day, I'm just gonna drink whatever water is there. But Arrowhead's just trash. Um,
yeah, Arrowhead is what they gave him elementary school, so I know what that tastes like. Because my mom just buys the cheap water bottle, but she never bought Arrowhead. And like, I don't know, I'm so confused about aquaphobes. But they said they don't drink just water; it has to be flavored. So many of them drink like alcohol, sodas, juices, but they never straight up drink just water. It's just kind of confusing for most people who like drinking water. It's like it's great, it's water. Aquafina
Apparently Aquafina. I thought it was
is
like
one of the.
let's see. Well, yeah.
We're looking at a rank. Okay,
Okay, it's a rank one.
16. Oh, who's number one? It better be
Number
Arrowhead. It's Voss.
Voss has somehow positioned itself as a high-end water bottle to have at the. Oh, this is the best one. So where in the
So
okay
that makes
so
Aquafina the worst. Who
Aquafina.
who
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 doesn't?
says high end water? What makes it different from regular water?
I don't know. I wonder where they put Arrowhead on this scale. Oh, that's smart water. I usually get a lot of smart water. A
Never
core
got
I
a
got for
Scar water.
school.
I'm boring. I always get a Kirkland.
What in the world? What is the number one? Dasani is the number one water brand. Yeah, that's I don't mind Dasani. But
Never
people
had it,
don't
so
like.
I can't
I
judge
just
the
read
water.
number one water brand. Why no one likes Dasani? Ah, yes.
How does that work?
In my opinion, I still hate Arrowhead. Arrowhead's the worst water brand.
Me
If
too.
you disagree
I
with
hate it.
me, leave a comment. I am willing to like discuss about this of why
My
Arrowhead
cousins
is
like
gross.
Arrowhead.
It's just like a taste thing, but they're probably wrong.
Your opinion is wrong.
It doesn't taste right, and there are people out there that just says water just tastes all the same, and I disagree with that. Water
Me too.
tastes different.
Yeah, for Arrowhead it tastes metallic somehow.
I don't know how you do it, but it happens.
Neither do I. Yeah. You're meant to be spring water. Why you taste metallic?
Going back to foods, what's
Food.
um
Let's leave the aquaphobes alone and move back to food and how everyone should try something new. Or maybe just like, maybe for people out there who haven't tried anything new, try something like sort of basic. What do you say is a basic outside food from the US or anyone out there should try?
tacos.
Tacos.
I feel, but then again, I feel like people have tried tacos because like it's a very
Not from
common.
Taco Bell.
Not from Taco Bell, like an actual like you can make your own tacos. It's not that hard. Um, I guess like a different thing. I guess like maybe like people starting small. I guess like would be different types of omelets, like how it's prepared in different places.
Hmm.
Yeah, that would be like a small start. But if you want to throw yourself some other place, like you could try like um maybe making homemade pasta dishes with like recipes, or like maybe find an Asian cuisine online, or maybe just find some. I've actually had this before. It's like I can't remember the name, but it was a German food, um, with meat, bread, and something else. I can't remember what it was, but it was pretty good after I made it. You got. By the way, if you mess it up yourself, you may not like it, but that's on your own account. You may hate the food because you messed it up.
You.
You can't be sure because you gotta just follow the recipe. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
Um,
I got I got nothing to say because one of the first things I tried outside of Mexican cuisine was actually sushi. More like US sushi, not like the classic what people call like Japanese sushi, which is like raw fish on top of rice, but like uh US sushi, so I got like California roll and all that basic stuff, and I feel like that was a good introduction for most people, especially for US sushi, which tends to be cooked rather than raw. So if you always don't like raw stuff, you guys just go for cooked sushi, especially since it has like fish and other stuff in there. and it's also rice, so you can just enjoy it, and it's a very fulfilling meal. I would recommend people try, unless you're allergic to rice, then RIP.
That's just a rip on that. Rice is a really great food for a lot of different meals. It's very filling too.
It is very filling. Also, really cheap for a lot of people out there.
It's very cheap, very filling. It's very convenient to have. It's easy to cook. If you, it's just simple, very simple to cook. Um, and you can make it different ways depending on where you're from.
Also, random tangent, but did you know there's an insult out there for most Asian people that's called rice eater?
I don't know if we're allowed to have that.
Okay, but like I'm confused because like I've seen other videos where they talk about this, where that's an insult, but generally I am confused on why that's an insult. I'm like, you never had rice? It's great.
Rice is really great.
Most cultures have rice. What is that an insult?
I don't know. I've never heard of that, but like I got worried when you said it was an insult.
It was an insult, but I've also read that most people are confused on why it's an insult.
Why are people
It's
confused?
meant to be degrading, I suppose, but
You're
I feel like
just
most
eating
people
rice,
nowadays eat
though.
rice.
You're just eating rice, though. It's just I don't. Oh well,
Uh,
people are weird.
yeah. Yeah, sorry for that random tangent, but I just reminded me when we were talking about rice, especially since how cheap and fulfilling it is to like eat some.
You, you disagree or leave a comment. I'm just kidding. No, but like, if you actually don't like rice, it's probably your own preference. But like, I feel like you're missing out.
hmm Are you haven't tried the right rice dish? If you
Yeah,
had
there's
like plain
different
rice,
types of rice. By the way,
hmm
there's a lot of different types of ways to prepare it. Different types of rice to cook with. Like you should always like see your options because maybe you just don't like that one type of brand and you're not giving the rest a chance. You never know.
yeah, and also depends on different cultures. Like every culture has something to do with rice, especially as how broad it is. Like Chinese stereotypically have fried rice, which is has veggies and meat in it. So if you want like a well balanced meal, you can get that. Or you can go to European side if like you're from a European country and you want something that suits more European taste. You got risotto. It's very popular. We see Gordon Ramsay yell at people to make it. You know, it is. Also, I recommend if you like something flavorful, you should go into Indian cuisine because they have a lot of flavors. But beware, it may be spicy for you if you're not like ready for spice.
And if you want something simple, just go with the classic stovetop method for cooking rice. You could go as simple as garlic butter rice or lemon rice. Um, there's people out there that just cook rice in different ways. Just try it out.
Yeah, and also if you don't have a stove top, but you do have a microwave, there is instant rice packets out there. Yeah, so if like I said earlier, like if you're a poor college student, you should just go get that because it will be much more sustainable that way as well. But beware if you're like you're ethically inclined, it does use plastic wrappings, but you know when you're not that money safe, you might as well use that because no one can fault you when you just want to save money.
it be like that.
hmm
Um, I want to. There's like different types of food I'd recommend. You might hear
Yeah.
my computer because I really like clicking and clacking.
Also, did you know there's more types of I think there's more types of noodles out there than there are types of bread.
Interesting. Um,
I think I think it's because a lot of people around the world enjoy noodles.
hmm,
So it's a much more sustainable dish, especially since it's filling as well.
good to know.
Can add anything to it.
Okay, let's read off a list of recipes you can try out. There is a lot of recipes here.
I sound like Pinterest.
We do sound like Pinterest, but we're also just talking about our thoughts and random things we want to talk about. And today just happened to be
That
about
is true.
food and cooking. Mostly just
hmm
food. And
Yeah, we talk a lot about food.
we're probably going to come back about food about a few times in life.
Yeah, food is
But,
very delicious.
um, but for this time, I recommend trying an almond cake recipe. try almond cake or peanut butter cookies. And if you're allergic to peanut butter or nuts in general, RIP. I am superior because I can handle it. Uh,
Get that EpiPen ready. It's also fine. I dislike peanuts and peanut butter. I hate them.
um, weak.
I'm not allergic. I just hate them. I don't like peanuts.
I am the superior being. I
You are
can.
not superior
I.
because you like peanuts.
I, I can at least handle it. I live. I don't die.
Neither do I, but I still hate it. I hate most nuts. Anyways, I can handle almonds sometimes, but like macadamia nut is the only nut I like. And the other nuts can perish.
Hmm. I like almonds. Almonds are like my favorite. Cashews are like a close second.
Almonds are okay.
Almonds are a really good source of protein. I believe it's protein. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I think it is protein. I know because a lot of vegetarians and vegan people always say it's a good source, especially most nuts. Most nuts are very nutritious for you, especially if you're on like a certain type of diet. But if you're allergic to them, just
Rip.
don't just rip. You can find other alternatives out there.
There's a lot of substitutes out there for different things, and you should always check
Yeah.
out your options because you don't have to limit yourself to a small thing. There's a lot of different ways to eat what you want to eat in different ways and different foods that will still provide you the same thing. You just never know. Just try something. Google it.
Yeah, that's yes. Google if you have that.
If you have access to Google, if you have access to listening to us, you have access to Google. Google it. Google it. Do yourself
Google
a
it.
favor.
We're not sponsored by Google, but we're saying Google it.
No, we're not sponsored by anyone. It's just us two. But if
Yeah.
you do want to sponsor us, just saying, don't because we're not worth it. I'm just But
Yeah, so we've always been
I,
saying to like try new foods, but let's talk about ourselves. What's our food? You gonna go off on this, Nox?
my favorite food would be the most unhealthy thing. I love carne asada fries. It's I've loved it growing up, and it's always like a very nice comfort food to eat. And whenever I do something or I achieve something like a miles, I would say like if I when I graduate, when I after a day of work, I like to come like on a Friday or some like once a month or like once a week back then when I was working. I like to have like the end of the day, end of the work week, just like have some kind of salad fries. It was very nice. That's my favorite food. It will always be my favorite food. I may like something else, but that will always be my favorite food. How about you, Herma?
For me, I would say when someone says what's your favorite food, I always immediately go to orange chicken. Personally, I just have a lot of memories with orange chicken. That sounds like a stereotypical American, especially when I'm not. I'm just talking about like Pan Express orange chicken typically, but like I enjoy orange chicken as a lot of memories, especially with my own mom. My mom would make it sometimes for my birthday. Heck, she knows how much I loved it, so it just became like a thing inside me that makes me crave orange chicken most of the time. That or just a cheeseburger. I enjoy those too.
If I can't have garlic salad fries, I'll have a nice slice of pizza. That's pretty nice too.
Yeah, pizza's really classic, a delicious meal.
Yeah, it's very nice. Um, what's your guys' comfort food? What kind of food do you guys like? What kind of food sparks a lot of memories with you guys? Just tell us. I'd like to hear it. I'd like to hear. I may insult one of them if it's just
Don't insult our viewers.
we don't even know if we have viewers at the moment. But like if I am joking though, but I would like to hear about your guys' favorite food. Like maybe it's like a dish close to home, and I would want to try it. I would like to see how it is. I may Google it and be like, oh, I could cook this, and be like, it may not be the same, but like I'd like to try something from you guys. What about you?
Yeah. Wait, when you guys, when you said like if it sparks memories, it made me think of the food critic from Ratatouille. We had the flashback of his childhood.
What food causes you to be the food critic? What
I
makes you
don't.
revert?
Your mama dies. That's how.
No.
That's how it works on any anime or like TV show. Your mama gotta be dead.
No, stop. We're just
One
you.
anime, the mama alive.
Oh my goodness. But either
You
way,
can't exactly.
I think that's all we got for food at the moment. We may come back to food again. We may repeat ourselves, and that's fine because we're just talking. And I like to talk, and Herma likes to
We,
talk.
yeah, we may rant about aquaphobes again in the future. You never know.
I have a bad memory, and if I hear it again, I'd probably be just as confused and just wonder why. But I'm calling you out. Why you don't like water, man? Why it's slimy? What makes it slimy? You gotta tell me what makes it slimy,
Still
man.
stuck on the slimy comment.
What makes water slimy?
I don't know. It just does for some of these people. At least one guy said it was slimy.
I need to talk to that one guy. What made what ew. This is weird to think about.
I may
Water
put the
makes-
article I read about these aquaphobes in the description, just for people to like read it and understand why I said one of the guys said the water's slimy.
But either way, I think that's it for both of us at the moment. At least until next time.
Yeah. I hope you guys had a good day. Think about food. Remember to eat. Have some water.
Drink, hydrate. If you're not hydrating yourself with water, please drink something. Don't dehydrate yourself and end up in the hospital. Just please drink something. We do care about your health too.
Yeah.
We,
And just make sure to take your meds if you take any. You're not just two disembodied voices are telling you to do stuff. And
that
maybe you
sounds
should
very
listen.
bad. That sounds so bad. Just do what you need to do. If you need to remember you need to do something, maybe you need to do your homework and you've just been listening and dozing off, do your homework. If maybe you have a project due in the next few minutes or hour, do your homework, do your project. Maybe you need to call someone. Maybe you need to do something.
Just ignore them.
Stop. Get ready for that interview. Get your stuff done. Just
Wear mismatched socks. It gives you motivation.
Herma likes mismatched socks.
I've never worn matched socks since the start of my high school life.
Hemera really loves mixed match socks. I
take it
love
to my
having
grave.
the same socks because it keeps me organized.
Nah.
But either way, thanks for listening. I hope you come again to the next episode. I'm Nox.
I'm Hemera.
See
Catch y'all next time.
Goodbye.